Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to another round of Tom Vector's Workshop. I'm your host, Tom Vector, and we are about to continue with this beautiful stage, which is Starlight Bay. Yeah, here we go. There you go, slides in, the Queen's here. So, welcome everybody. Right, so. We have updates. We are after we finished the streaming today. I wanted to look at how. Hey, how you doing? Welcome everybody. So yeah, I was making the test of how the place would be looking with light pollution that are gonna be like giving into the nightlife, the starry sky, right? So here it is. Of course, we continue using the Streets of Rage, the main bare knuckle mobile palette, and then sliding out into the night. Now, one of the things that it was really, let's say, visually jarring, that somehow works perfectly in the 8-bit version of it, it was that the buildings of the original one didn't have depth. So if you remember correctly, so this is the one, right? Let's just let me get quickly the files of the original so I can show to the audience what I mean. Is here. Well, let me show it. So let me give you a little idea of what I had and what it has original, right? So let me explain. So as you can see here, we select the blackness, and if you remember, the things we were editing yesterday were the buildings, but only the blue areas, right? So when you see it this way and with pure darkness and then just follow with the sky, it makes sense because it's 8-bit and the very, let's say, like the part that gives a lot of depth into the buildings is lost into the darkness. Now, what happened when I was using the same lights of this one into this? When I put the lights, the buildings look 2D. Well, they're already 2D, right? But I mean, what I mean, they look very plain and it was kind of lost into the lighting. So it didn't have like proper depth. This is what I mean. Oh, what the fuck? So this is what I had to do, one of the things. So obviously, because it was a 2D, this is a 8-bit layer, we couldn't see really the depth because the background was too dark, right? And so, but what happened when you have light in the background? So yeah, it's gonna be looking really, 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 thin, as the buildings have looked like with no substance whatsoever. So what I did was to add like one line turning to the light to give the buildings a little bit more depth and make the layer a little bit darker, and here we go. Now, as you can see, now the buildings look properly layered. I mean, they have more volume, even into the distance, and actually, it can even, how can I say, have a good contrast over the light pollution in the background. So as you can see now, it looks friggin' cool. And also, I advanced a little bit on the water, which is one of the things I was also working on. It is one of the things I'm going to be working on today. We're almost done, as you can see. And we're using the music of Yuzo Koshiro Live. So yeah, so this is what we're gonna be working today on this. The layer of the stair sky, I guess it's pretty good. See, all the buildings right now have proper, you know, uh, depth. So yeah, in the final rendition, this is how it's going to look, and it's gonna be fucking fantastic if I can say so myself. All right, let's get to work, people. In the meanwhile, let's enjoy Yuzo Koshiro in the background. So how's everything? So but it seems today is a little bit more quiet, just Nettie and Nick. But I probably the gang will coming up soon. Here it comes, Streets of Rage. So, for example, the city. Let's just take like for example a reference of the original city, right? So I mean, buildings are a little bit closer, still a lot more detailed. Of course, the sky is pretty much the same of Streets of Rage 1. It's pretty, even though it's very small, still pretty detailed, still looks really cool. But yeah, I wanted to give another vibe on this. Then the water, it was just this kind of reflection. It's nice, but I really want to make something that could look even cooler for BKM standards, right? Which this is what we tried to do today. All right, let's get to work. Dirty work, blah 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 blah. What I wanted to see. Oh yeah, it wasn't this. It was I needed Sailor Moon. Yeah, Sailor Moon arcade. What the fuck is Sailor Moon arcade? There you go. Where's it by? No, this is not. Fuck me. This is the one. Right. All right. Let's keep. We have this one. So that's almost done. So we can just keep using buildings. Now also the as you can see right now the reflection of the ships are lower and darker. So like pretty much giving the same touch. I mean like every ship has their own shadows, right? Like this. I mean, in the original, the ship is, I mean, the frame is of the ship, and the ship has its own shadow, right? Yeah, I didn't separate them, but yeah, we're gonna keep the. Actually, I did, as you can see, the shadow of the ships are now in a different layer, which is it's pretty good. There you go, Moon Beach, baby. Moon Beach. But I don't know what happened with juice on that one. Sounds kind of messy, Moon Beach there. I mean, I'm so glad that he finally used Moon Beach in one of their mixes, but sounds kind of messy, don't you think? Yeah, the transition to Moon Beach was kind of dirty there. Wasn't really that clean. I would be so happy listening to Moon Beach all the time if I could have the chance. I love this track. At least I was so happy he decided to use Moon Beach for once. And then keep the grooving, which fits here. So this is like keep the grooving with a higher pitch. I don't need to draw each and every one if I can just copy paste the basics. Violent breathing. I don't. Yeah, I guess that violent breathing. Okay, that's called Mr. X. How is enough, Natty? I know you when you do the roleplay of X Alpha is. Welcome, Cyber. How you doing? There you go. But Natty, when she's doing the dubs, she does it with so much pleasure, laughing as X. I love her. I love her how she does it. Like, yeah, you have to see her streams when she's doing the dubs of the stories. The laundry. Oh yeah, I need to make laundry next week. Evil Maniac loves have none of my fortune. No, but you make it so cute. I mean, like, it's perfect. Really, it's perfect. I don't think would be going any better. Yeah, I love it. It sounds so. I don't know. It's so lovely. I love it. And especially because in some ways Alpha is kind of cute as well. I mean, I know it's kind of sounds weird saying that Mr. X is cute. X is not cute. I mean, the original X, yeah, that motherfucker is not cute. He's an asshole. He's a kingpin, and he's evil. He's But Alpha is cute. He is cute. He's just a clone with a lot of, like, I mean, he has a lot of delusions of grandeur, but at the same time, I mean, he complies, but at the same time, he keeps his self image of bastard. Yeah, Alpha is the best. Alpha, yeah, I know it's your creation. It was a fantastic creation, if I can say so myself. Yeah, and it works. It does work. He's evil, but at the same time, kind of cute. He's confused. Sometimes he doesn't know what to say. So the last thing he does is just laughing because he's fucking confused. But he has to keep his image of the boss. Was like, well, whatever. I just laugh. I don't give a shit, but I don't know what's going on. But I love that. So let's see. Zen made a meme AI for testing, and when he was sent to grab the AI and run, that was the only one he could run. So basically, what are you trying to tell us is that Alpha is a poke fun to the original X. Is that right? Yeah, that makes it even cooler. That makes it even cooler. That it's even a more caricaturesque version of X. It's like one way to try to get back at him for being such an asshole. Which is a good idea. That's what makes him even better because yeah, I mean Alpha is cute. It's just cute. It's like I don't know what it is, but I had to laugh. Juice, I don't know if he was high or something on this mix, but a lot of his beats is slightly offbeat. I don't know if you guys can feel it in this remix. Juice feels kinda off in some parts, a little bit off pitch in the way he linked the songs. No, not much. I'm talking about the X Alpha in Syndicate Chaos, which is the new version will have like a lot of stuff from Zen Story. Actually, it's a connection of everything, you know, Zen Story and a little bit of Syndicate Chaos, and maybe even make the Hunterverse involved, you know. So we want to put the Hunterverse in there, and you know, like how. So yeah, we're gonna make a bit mix and match, and then of course the Streets of Rage 4 verse as well, the universe there. So yeah, pretty much. So to make like how can I say, to justify why is Mr. X fighting for the good guys in Streets of Rage remake, which is what's happening here. So Natty here in Zen Story, and to make another, let's say, official playable character, the same way that he was created Break, and then it was created the Robo Rudra and whatnot. So we created X Alpha, which is of course Natty's creation here, which is like a X clone with an AI using a poke fun version of X. So this is why the poor robot is like, I don't know what's going on, but I try to pretend to be a boss. And he keeps laughing out of nowhere, right? But he's still an obedient. He's still an obedient robot in some ways, but at the same time with a delusion that he's still in control. Yeah, you are my minions. Well, of course, but you know he's the servant actually. So that's pretty much the gag of it. Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. And then of course, you know, this is when Dr. Dam goes start to go haywire and start to mess up things. And well, you know, you're gonna see Zen Story again. So we gotta connect all things together. So Syndicate Chaos, I mean, like at the end, that's gonna be like Syndicate Chaos. I mean, the way, especially when we start to use it, of course, is the first mod made by Glisp, right? So, like, what happened if only the bad guys, you know, would be in charge, right? That's the premise. That's the basic premise of this one, and so yeah. But probably gonna be just being the bad guys forever and ever and right? So that's the original concept they had for Glisp. Now, when Natty took over, of course, with the blessing of Glisp himself, to make this one, we wanted to put like several things in, let's say, put like, you know, join like retconning a lot of the stuff from reconning a lot of stuff from this one, right? So like, yeah, why is X there? I mean, like, why is Shiva on, an L, an Ash fighting for? Like, do they really want to go back to be minions of X, or do they really want to have freedom? So this is what we're going to explore. The choices they made at the end. So like, you know what? I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. I want to. I want to have a. There's a path of redemption that somehow is still linked to Streets of Rage 4. And there's a path that, of course, at the end is like, fuck it, we continue obeying and we continue being, looking for the resurrection of the original X, so get their body and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically the new concept of Syndicate Chaos, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's still a very good idea to explore a little bit more into these minions, the bad guys who were always under Mr. X's control. I mean, maybe whether they were lieutenants or stuff, were they salarymen? I mean, were they just soldiers, or were they really truly loyal, or were really like only just punks who wanted to kick some ass and don't give a shit about anything but to whoop someone else's asses, so like most punks, which for example would be the case of, I don't know, Zamza or Souther, who looks more like like beasts rather than human beings, right? I mean that guy is more like a fucking psycho, right? Or you said bloodlust punk rather than just had just been a gun for hire. So that's why we wanted to flesh out, especially in the playable characters. So L wanted to settle down with Barbon. Shiva was really start to have questioning like his source as a monk. That we finally see that he was actually a disgraced monk. In his real origins of Shiva he was a martial artist that after a while he felt he was a disgraced monk, and at the end he decided just to say fuck everything and just gonna become a mercenary, and whoever pays a good money I would just become the henchman, right? So part of this plot involving this is precisely the dram that the Shiva is like, hey, once I was in a path of illumination, what's going on with me? So this is when Axel is trying to guide him and like tell him, what, you don't have to do this. You can reach a point in your life when you can find redemption and do the right thing for once. So you have the choice as a player to continue being a hench and keep henching until the end of the hench days. Either that or, follow the path that in the end made him an agent of Hunter. And eventually he decided to, to retire and become a martial artist master with a as a path of illumination. This is when he considers Axel as his brother. So this is why, that you can see this dialogue when in the Streets of Rage 4, right? So we want to reckon that we can to retcon all these things involving Adam's story, Sen's story, Syndicate Chaos, and Hunter together in a mixed mash and everything. So that's pretty much the idea. Right, okay, good. So when we were just listening to this mix of Juzo Koshiro and stuff, we got the water background. So, of course, with the light looks extremely jarring, but in the dark, it looks like this. Woo! Look! Voila! Oh yeah, I forgot the ship's layers. Give me a second. So see, as these ships are going to have their own, uh, let's say, reflection, so it looks darker. There you go. See, now it's paired up, looks different. So this is what I want to make them different from another different layer than the other one. So can look like this. Now here, yeah, because of course it makes sense because the ships are a little bit forward. So yeah, pretty much this is the idea that we want to use this all these games together, like make a big universe. Of course, I mean some canon and some non-canon, but fuck it, is our canon, and this is what matters. There you go. So this is a layer. Natty, if you can take a quick gander. I know you're busy with Predator. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. Actually, I want to do something. Let's make a small. Let me. Let's make a small mock-up just for positioning. Layer 3, there was the ships. You know what? Hold on a second. There. I will put them all just together. The layer 3, yeah, it's already done. So just merge down. There. And then the cityscape. Yeah, Juzo was completely offbeat in this remix. I love him and all, but probably he was high that night or something. But yeah, he was pretty offbeat. He was pretty offbeat. Okay, Nachi, let me know when you're ready to take a look at this. Now let me get the water. I mean, I will just get the water layers just for reference. Yeah, I also need to use it for right now. This is LA House, and this is the stairs. I gotta say, I mean, these ones, this Asteris cases that I find out in Russian beats looks even better. I mean, it's not the original one is not bad, but they had like this one has different colors on the stars, like a little bit of the blue, a little bit, and they don't look like they don't have like a pattern. It's a little bit more randomized. There you go, expander. Yeah, he's kind of high today, in that I'm high in the bad way. I forgot which one was the bay. Which one was the bay on this? Forgot. Was it 4? Yeah, I guess it was 4. Was it 3? Yeah, it's here. Alright, now I just need to get the water. Oh, just a layer of water? No, I'll just black. Yeah, 5 is water. So I'm gonna export this. Export this. Export this. Export. Which is one of this? Ah, the stairs kind. There you go. For some reason, the messages in the chat room. There you go. Oh, I see. Sorry about this, guys. Just see the chat was frozen, so I couldn't see. There you go. For example, they go, I'm the greatest. The world should all become my minions. Those who will not bow, maybe who shall be shot. For me, there's water. There you go. But further down. Yeah. And just for layout. Sorry, for some reason the chat stopped working on my end, so that's why I didn't see the replies. I was like, why I have no replies? Nobody left. There you go. This is a very under, like really. This is One Gun Midnight Maximum Tune. Perhaps one of the best soundtracks Yuzo Koshiro made besides Streets of Rage, which is beautiful. Without a question, one of the best soundtracks. So what I am thinking, Natty, so it can start to make a little bit more sense. Of course, this is on your opinion. See if it's possible on your end that this layer, this one, could have a little bit, slightly more lighter color. So it's gonna be getting still lighter at the upper part and darker here at this part. So the other layers of water could mix better. I don't know if it makes what I'm sense. So it doesn't look this part so jarring. Let me check out. Let me get the 50. So this just right now just as select inverse. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So as you can see now, it could be like a little transition, like light, dark, light again. But this time by proximity of water. One Gun Midnight Maximum Tune. It's sexy. No, I mean it could be light, dark here, and keep this guard. I mean like this layer. No. Layer 1. Sorry, this one. Let me put it here. This one could be a little dark, and then at the bottom of this layer, dark. Then goes into this one. And then the lowest, which should be let me get rid of this. This one. I'm gonna be not using all the layers right now because because it's just a mock-up, of course. Just need to put the right sizes and measurements so they can look all together. No, yeah, it works. It works. It works. It works. It does work. Yeah, because floating shadows, player shadows. Exactly. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. There you go. Excellent. Yes. Yeah, my bad. You got that right. Yes. Good point. Good point. Good point. I'm gonna make a loop of all these fucking layers anyway. Right now, this is just a mock-up. Yeah, that's the problem. The fucking the player shadows. Which means we need a fucking layer of the boxes, of the danger ones. Because they're gonna be creating shadows as well there. Damn. Ah! Fuck me. Juso really happened to be also a fantastic trance composer, trance music composer. He's so talented, I have to say. But, no, there has no. Do not look away. You witness an XOR stage maker en medio suavemente. Hell yeah. I'm just making the scroller so because I want to see the full mock-up. I want to see the full stage completely. Right now, so I am just putting all this looked out. Don't mind that because this stage is gigantic, as you can see. There we go. Then layer 2. Absolutely. If just a Koshiro could be in a rave, I guess it could be have I mean, like not just video game music, but like a proper rave. He will be hitting hard as well. There you go. This is my favorite track of Wangan. Drifting to you. Search to the inner soul, feeling the light, self desire, which goes to the next place, reaching out the fast. Such a great track. Excuse me. Hmm. There you go. He's getting there. He's getting there. Look at this. It's looking good. It's looking good, baby. Oh, another great track, that one. Those tracks are amazing. There's a saxophone bit that it's incredible. Look at it. Listen to that. Saxophone suavemente, bitch. And that gap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is how it's gonna be looking like a little bit. We're gonna put a little. Let me put out. So let me just put them all these the seat together. This is just a mock-up because I'm gonna be using another layer. So it's gonna be like water mock-up. The sky. Ah, that saxophone is super sexy. All right, so this is the sky mocha. Um, okay, okay, okay. So now take a gander of how this place is going to look like. I'm gonna use this just the same just for mock-up purposes. reflection mock-up. Because I mean, we're gonna have a loop of the city here just for protection. But once again, this is just for mock-up purposes. So okay, so here we go, people, ladies and gentlemen. So this is how the place is gonna be looking like. We're gonna be mixing just that bit of the water of the reflection, so it can be able to be blended into the darkest bit. So let's take a quick look. I'm gonna make it a little bit. So yeah, there you go. Break it in. Uh-oh, no. I just want to see how can I scroll it. Uh, fill the screen. There you go. So let's take a quick look. So this is the enter. Oh, I'm gonna do the also, I need today. Today I'm gonna be working on the foreground. So this is the exit of the warehouse. Of course, with the scroller, this is going to be fucking amazing. But look at the sky, the city landscape, the water, the light pollution. The reflection of the cranes, the ships. I think it works. And then the details on everything. Yeah, it's going to be a fucking amazing day. The stage, if I can say so myself. All right. So I don't know what you guys think, but for me, it's looking pretty good. So leave in the comments what you guys think so far. If it's something that needs to be fixed or changed or something. I'm open to suggestions. But of course, it's up to me if I can take him in count or telling you you're out of your fucking mind. Hell no. Of course not. But yeah, you can tell me exactly what you guys think. But I guess it looks pretty awesome so far. I mean, if I can say so myself. Looking good, thank you. Okay. Now I want to work something in the foreground. I want to also give it a little bit more of life, not just to be like the original one. So far we only have one layer for foreground, and that's this one, right? Which is our this. Yeah, the water light and flip. That's the only thing we could be working on, right? That's the only thing. Right, that's the only thing can be done. Foreground, I'm gonna make some design as well. So let me select inverse. Yeah, because for the foreground, I want to make first. I don't well, of course, for better or worse, I want to have some. Like for example, this is how it's gonna look. This is how it looks in the original, right? So it looks like a higher. When it has all these beams. So what I'm thinking, so we can add a little bit more. So I'll make a couple of pillars here, and here maybe a little a fence here and a pillar, and maybe little small details of like. Yes, those girders can work out definitely. So yeah, a foreground is going to give a lot of light. So one of the first things I want to work with is a small, let's say, like a pillar that is this, like supporting these girders, which is basically the entrance of this some sort of warehouse. So for that, you want to work in, yeah, let's go. So very, let's say, of course I don't want to use a Sailor Moon as a source, but I want to see like details like this. I want to make something, for example, like packages, you know, maybe some lights, a few lights there, a few lamps. I don't want to use this one because, of course, it's pretty much copying this. But yeah, maybe some like some boxes, a couple of packs and stuff like this, something like small details like that. But again, the setting bare knuckle mobile style. No. I wanna put those I'm gonna show you the one that I had in mind. So stuff for this, I mean like small details like these bits. I don't want to put the forklift; it's too big. I don't want to make things too impressive. But what I really want to do though, as part of the foreground, because this is super cool and it's fun, these ones, the hooks, the ones who are carrying all this kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, just a couple of light bulbs. I don't want to put too much stuff. I mean, I don't want to make too distracting or too obtrusive. But yeah, the hooks, these kind of hooks are cool. What else I wanted to do? Shit. Yeah. So I wanted to let me get. I want to take a quick look quickly at original trilogy. Burn up on mobile. This is Moon Beach. Keep everything. All right. So for example, the bridge. Right. Scroller. Maybe, let me see. I'm thinking in a beam, maybe a little bit, just as thick as this, but as much. I'm using this type of beam for. Let me see. The factory has a any foreground. Let me see. Ah no, just this industrial bits right now this moment. But let me see the scroller. So for example, the scroller has some very light pillars here, like this. These ones are much, closer of what it could be, a little bit thin, and still have a little reflection. So this might work. Let's give it a try. Yeah, fuck you. Whatever you say. And even a little like a little mesh at the beginning, that might work. All right, so let's break it up for the foreground. Of course, you're gonna be recoloring and giving a lot of. Yeah, there. So see, for example, this is good. For a transform horizontal. This is good. Lighting is even facing this way. Is not particularly, you know, is not super obstructive. It looks good enough. We just have the right color, and most importantly, is in BKM style. So, fuck yes. Let me just. So now I guess now question here, how could be better? Removing this like this, right? I think this is gonna look good. What do you guys think? All right, the music is over, so yeah, we're gonna be. Give me a second. Let me. All right. No, I want another mix. This that was fine, but this 1 year ago. This is the one, the classic. I want to listen it. Keep going with that. Hell yeah, of course I know. All right, let's recolor. You know what? I want to do something. First of all, let's recolor the pillars. These ones, the upper ones, with keep the grooving bridge, which is going to be this, like a red. Oh fuck. Shit. No. Shit. Alignment. This tone, this one. How many tones of red has though? Not so many. He has one, two, three, four, five, six. That's black already. It only has six tones. Oh no, seven. It has seven. Oh no, there's more here. Eight. I know, eight. There we go. Okay, that's enough. It does have enough. Enough, perfect. But now, which one is the brightest? This one? Yeah. These things are not looking like. There you go. I'm not liking that mix much. Alright, sure. No worries. Who made this shit? Alright, I want to listen to Moon Beach. Okay. gonna give it a chance. Let's begin from fighting in the streets. Something darker than this. I don't like those things. Doesn't like those things. No, I don't really fancy that kind of sound. No, this is the darkest. There you go. Okay, okay. I like it. There you go, even looks like rust. Five. All of these. Okay. That's what I'm gonna make it. Beach. Okay, this is good. I like this one. I mean, this pillar. Could be improved though. Okay, I guess it looks good. No, I don't like it. I don't like that scratching. This mix is not so good. 5 years. Sega Forever meets Yuzo Koshino. I know, just it's an interview. No, DJs in Club Tokyo. This is a classic one. This is the one I want to listen. This is the one I wanted to listen. Right, okay, so as I was mentioning, I'm gonna make a little fence like this. But I want to make a cool mix of this fence, like a security fence in the foreground. So it's gonna be small. Let me get rid of the blackness. Oh no, don't include everything. So I want to make a mix here. Something not really obstructive at the beginning, because as it was mentioned, there's gonna be a shed load of hakus going to whoop your ass, so I will make it super obstructive. So maybe a small fence over here. But I want to make something. One of the things I like from here are the precaution, these bits. Here Juzo wasn't high, here he made a perfect mega mix. See what I'm getting at here? See. I guess those one looks pretty cool. Alright. There. That's the only problem, that in that recording, uh, it was broken. But this might have to have the best mix, maybe the coolest version of Spinning on the Bridge. Because in general, the original Spin on the Bridge for me is a very mediocre track. It's okay, but this one is the best version of Spin on the Bridge. You will see why. It's okay. Here's the same intro. No. He's adding even a lot of more instruments in that bit. There still sounds a lot like in game, right? Well, okay, so guys, what do you guys prefer in these fans? This fans with the precaution lights, this ones, or just normal fan, or just the normal lights, the normal poles. This or like this. I want to see in the comments. I can tell. Wait. Alright, let's take a look. So this is... Put up, yes, move them a little bit. Yeah. This is the cool part. The drums. He added extra drums on this track. This one doesn't exist in the original track. So this, look, those drums, that don't exist in the original one. This is what makes Spin on the Bridge much better than the original one. And it even makes a more extension version, so it makes more immersive. Man, I wish I could have this one like in high quality. You know, it just comes. You know what? This is the arranged version of I made for Spin on the Bridge at that time. Get it in MP3. Here you go. Or even upload it to Spotify, whatever. That would be fucking fantastic. So okay, the level design. Okay, so here. So pay attention. So this is with the hazards, with the light hazards. Here's with no light hazards. Alright? So this is what I mean. Here with no light hazard, the fence, and here with the light hazards. Which one do you prefer? Yeah, he's the greatest. And he's the greatest version of Spinning on the Bridge. For me, this is the one I wanted to use in a mod. This is the best version of Spinning on the Bridge. And trust me, I don't like Spinning on the Bridge. It's a very little track for me in the game. But this mix sound like that, my god. Light hazards, yeah, definitely. We want to keep them. Let me just put the foreground girder. Girders. Pillar. And that transition is fantastic. This is non-existent in the original. This makes it so boss. I fucking I will even throw in this caution bit. Just for a good measurement. I mean, it's clear this area handles explosives. So we can have this side here. Yeah, man, yes. These are extremely good. I could be listening just the part of Spinning the Bridge. That extended version with no loop. It's the best version of the Spinning the Bridge ever. I could give my fucking kidney for my clean version for this one. Well, not really, but hey, you know what I mean. Actually, actually, I forgot something. Something I always do. I don't know why I didn't do today, which fucking sucks. But I need to do this because, yes, why I didn't do that. The thing that I always do to measure my stages, which is Gaussian. You know that I always use a Gaussian to, you know, measure everything. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. So enemies could be over here. Yeah, it's good enough. It's not super obtrusive. You still can see anyone. So let's say works. Let's say like this, the halfway. So yeah, so you're gonna be coming here, and then, but you will still have enough space to be looked through. I would even dare to go a little bit upper. Okay, guys, yeah, I'll be right over here. Program fence. I know because this one is. Let me see. Even like this is okay. Even like this a little bit. The hazards. No, this hazard has to be exactly like that. See how long is this mix of speaking of the bridge? So fucking amazing. And then it comes Dreamer, which is another fucking banger here. Not very different from the original, but it's extended. There you go. I know, still spinning on the bridge. I think this size of the fence is good. It's good enough for here, so take a look at the battle. No, not being super obtrusive. You know, you can see. Let's leave it that way. Now I'm thinking, what should I add? Lamps. Let me take a look at what kind of lamps can work. Those are have foregrounds. No, this one has nothing. Well, let's see what it has. Streets of Rage 3. Stage 1. There you go, Dreamer. Dreamer, beautiful. Okay, sorry about the hiccup. Hiccup, hip hop. We had a hiccup. We had a hiccup. Emergency, emergency. We had a hiccup. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. Can you hear? Fuck, yeah. So someone's mentioning there's a lot of details that the pier here has, but this one doesn't have a foreground. I see. Now that I think about it, take a look at the small details of that. The city and stuff is very similar to the ones we're doing. There's the sea, but yeah, I guess the sea now even looks different. Splash, yeah, this one doesn't have foreground, but this one does. It's just the phones, but yeah, no, with the phones. Although I always like the design of those phones, are very cool. So I'm curious. Shit. I don't know think that I could be. Let's check out the construction site. I know this is the city. This is the city. Stage 3 is the construction site. So these are the two. So it's the only thing on the foreground. Shit. I always like this bit. You know, when they're entering from the street into the fence of this, and right into this part. This is one of my favorite parts. This transition looks really nice. Yeah, yeah, it has some. I know the what's the name? There was some foreground, if I remember correctly, with some scaffolding, wasn't it? Yes, this is a scaffolding. But yeah, no, this scaffolding makes no sense in the pool, in the, in the port. I'm just thinking it could look good in the foreground of a beer. I'm running out of ideas. Fuck me. Ah! Vendetta had a beer. This one, but it doesn't have also foreground. But it has a hook. This is a hook I want to use. Fuck. Alright, I'm going to have a break. I already a little bit tired. But at least the entrance of this part is, I think it works. I guess this pillar looks great as it is. I know Natty right now it's outside, so but maybe she can just watch this as a recording and I can show you the picture of it. But for the rest of the guys who are just tuning in, we want to say thank you again. For the ones we're gonna see watching the recording. Thank you, Priest. This stage is pretty much finished. It's almost done. We're almost done with it, so yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be looking fantastic. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you, Nick, Natty, and whoever else is watching this. And if anything, of course, Michael Padre Rodriguez, who just passed by to say hi and say suavemente. And to each and every one of you who's going to watch this, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I see you in the next stream. In the meanwhile, take care. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. Before anything, before I go, let's listen to one of the best version of Expander. Yes, yes, yes. Before I go, let's get high with Expander. Yeah, because Expander is Expander, motherfuckers. Expander is Expander. And I love that motherfucker with all my soul. It's my favorite track of Streets of Rage 2. And this version of Expander is even cooler. It's expanded. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, no, it's Expander. I had to be listening to Expander. Yeah, I love this track this much. Since, for example, if Moon Beach is my favorite track from Streets of Rage 1, Expander is the one for Streets of Rage 2. Nete. No, 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 no. The layers are already maxed out. Oh, you made it. I was about to close the stream, but then Expander popped up, and you know how much of a stan of this Expander I am. So I had to listen to this before I go. And I actually kind of ran off ideas what else I could put on the foreground. So and Expander rules. Expander fucking rules. This version is. So this is a hook. It's gonna be part of the foreground. You need to recolor it. Yeah, my inspiration expanded. There you go. That's the pun we're looking for today, ladies and gentlemen. And it becomes one of the coolest underrated tracks of the Streets of Rage 3, which is Ingarasen. When with our favorite doctor, I don't give a damn. Many people were hating on this soundtrack. And now I think it's genius. Ingarasen is fucking amazing. Damn Rage sounds intensity. Yep, I love this one. It's a great track. It's a really good track. It is a fantastic track. Oh, by the way, Dr. Dam's voice by Natchez is even better because she makes him sound so evil and nerdy. So how can you be evil and nerdy? Ask Dr. Dam because he doesn't give a damn. Yeah, me and my fucking puns. I don't give a shit. And I don't give a damn. Igarasen. I only loved. I only love this track Igarasen just because. For I mean this stage just for Igarasen. That bit looks so that sounds even very intense, very intense. Like Motohiro was high as a kite on that one. He was like he was really tripping. He was tripping on this one. You know what I mean? For such an experimental music he did at that time to create this soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, Motohiro Kawashima was like he was really high. He was, yeah, yeah, he was completely unhinged, and I guess you also believe that he was unhinged. And then it comes another beautiful track of Streets of Rage 3. I mean, that's even the coolest version because he made a very cool extended version of Ingarasen, which is this one. Yeah, here, I mean, he was like, I don't know how many fucking quads popped when he made this remix. But yeah, oh, and then it comes another beauty. Another beauty, another favorite track of Streets of Rage 3. Underrated as fuck, but hype as fuck. Crazy Train. And to think this kind of music hit so hard in 2001, 2002, like 7 years, like 7 years after the release, Motohiro was popping hard. Crazy Train. And this one works better if you put it in a fucking stage with a train, in a moving train, which is what we did in remake. And in the extra stage, we put Crazy Train because fuck yeah, and it has to be unhinged like this version. This version is even more unhinged than the original. Motohiro was a fucking genius. Well, it is because he's making really cool tracks right now. Okay, Natty, so check out this foreground. I know you were away. So this fence is here, so it's like waist deep. So we still can have visuals, but of course the caution looks pretty cool, really nice. Here's the pillars. So yeah, visually, like as I was mentioning when you were away, here you will have. Yeah, because Gauss is high as a kite too. As you can see, it doesn't interrupt the visuals. Yeah. That Bomberly Fantasy, which is called Jet, is crazy motherfucking train. And it's amazing and it's beautiful. And of course, Galcia was going at it as well because fucking it put you hype. All right, so what do you think? Before anything, I just wanted to, a minute before I wanted to close the transmission. Just want to see. Foreground good. I mean, the hooks I think looks fine. I still don't know what can I put more in the upper part, so maybe I can open up for some ideas right now. For some reason, I got mind fuck, so they don't think I thought it was the hooks. So and like that look don't look so abstruse. That looks really nice. And then so yeah, I guess we're good. All right, now after expander, after Ingarasen, and after Crazy Train, yeah, I got my hype down. Your best stage design yet? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, I know I still have, I know I can do even cooler things right now. And there's still a lot of things sometimes I have in my mind that I want to put in there, but I'm putting a lot of love on this. And yeah, I guess the Starry Skylights is this one. This I think it worked. It worked a lot. So was all right. But anyway, I'm feel inspired. I feel good. You know what, Natty? Even one of the boats we can use actually this background in one of the boats or the special routes. Let's use this background. I think it's gonna look fantastic on the boat. So it's gonna be looking good, all right? All right, so thank you all again. Yeah, so I was popping high, getting high myself without drugs. Just why Juzo Koshiro and Motohiro Kawashima music. I mean, well, actually, Motohiro Expander was the one who made me pop a train here. So thank you, Natty. Thank you, Cyber, again. Nick. No, 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 no. Ah, there you go. That's the secret boat right after this thing you're talking about. There you go. So there you go. That's the perfect skylight train background we can use because, of course, we cannot make this beauty go to waste and just use it in one stage, right? But, anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for vibing a little bit with me with Expander, Ingaras, and the Crazy Train because I also getting crazy. And, of course, the Galaxy had to be dancing with me. All right, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next stream. In the meanwhile, take care. Have a good night. Peace. And we go. Boop.